Alright, let's close our solution and show you what you need to do to create your own project, which will need to be submitted later on. So let's do a new project and make sure it's window forms. Let's just browse the, make sure you choose a place to save your work in, and after that of course you can start one with a simple show height. Okay, so today we are going to do is to show and hide certain things in using the buttons. So once it is on, today basically what we are doing is we are using a button to show or hide a picture. So this is to show, and next is to hide. Alright, so what we are doing is that we are creating two buttons, which once the user click onto the show, it can show the user what you want him to see. Of course, it is possible to hide the same picture also. What is the picture that we want to put? It can be found in your ADM folder, which is a picture of a cat and a picture of a dog. So you can download these two pictures and use them accordingly. So now let's look for a picture file, picture box. Once you click on the picture box, you can pull the whole picture, and of course at the moment you can see that the picture box, there's the properties, that there's an image which I can select and import it as a local resource. I can import a picture of a cat inside, maybe that's just cat. Okay, once I click OK, you realize it shows only part of a cat, because this cat is the actual size. So we might want to change the size mode to something like center image, or we might want to change it to stretch. So you see the whole cat looks like this. So maybe you need to change the proportion a little bit so that it looks better. So now the button to control show and hide is here. We might want to run it and see. So originally when you run, you will tend to see that the cat appears here. Of course it's a little bit small. We can maximize the whole thing if we want to. Alright, so let's start with this. Let's select the form one and go to Windows, state. We might want to maximize it. So once we start, the whole thing should be maximized. Let's select the picture of the cat, and let's look for this thing called docking anchor. Okay, let's anchor it to be maximized, and let's anchor also, let's anchor this to be top, left and bottom, and this button to be right and bottom. Okay, now let's maximize again and see what happens. You can see that now this are put at two different corners, while this cat is maximized to a certain degree. So we might want the cat to change it a little bit different. So we might want to anchor it to be this and see what happened again. Wow, now it looks better. So now no matter what size it goes, with the proper docking you realize that the cat tends to be where they are, seems to be bigger. So you might want to change for the buttons also, and to see actually what is happening to the docking. So it might be fun to see how it looks when you can do docking. Okay, docking is here. Okay, so you might want to try this and see what happens later. So these are different ways that you can interact with the buttons. Property is not valid. Okay, so yeah, because the one is big and the other one cannot dock anymore. Okay, so let's forget about the docking. Let's just use this dock at the right bottom, or this dock at the left bottom. Alright, so now once this is ready, we can start to programming the whole thing, but of course we might want to allow the image to not to be shown in the first place. So let's look for the image. Okay, and look for visibility, and let's make it false. So now when you put it false, it will not show the image at all until you press the show button. So now let's program the show button. Remember, this is picture box 1, so we want it to be shown, so we double click this button. So once people click this button, the button will say picture box 1, picture box 1 dot show, and bracket, because show is a function. So when you run the whole program again, once people click on button 1, the cat will be shown. So now obviously to hide the cat, you need to double click on the hide button, and just instead of show, you just have to use hide. So run the program again, and you should see that you will be able to hide or show the picture as and when the button is clicked. Alright, hope you have fun learning this today.